Again, another continuation. This is a long one, okay? Because I'm new to this. I'm working on trying to shorten it, get to the point. But there's so much to talk about. So I say all of this to say certain things like what I'm about to say. And that is a concept of this so-called racism and supremacy and the efforts to try to go against what's called black people or melanated people, melanated beings. Yes, they did refer to us as non-human. It's because in ancient times, many did not refer to themselves as human. The word human was not even something that existed because that language was not existing. Think about it. You have to think about the practicality of these things. The English language did not exist back then, so the word human would not be used. You see? The word God did not even exist because that is an English word. The English language is a culmination of other languages that even those languages did not exist. So when you study etymology, you have to think about it. It causes you to think about the differences with the words that develop, and then the more you think about it, you really think about the times that these languages existed or didn't exist, and you match them up with the knowledge that they're being used to express and explain, then you begin to see the gaps. How could there be a word of God or Jesus or human or non-human or black or white? How would all of these words come through when they did not exist back then? This language did not exist back then. How can you really equate that this is the end-all be-all when this language did not exist? The understanding or understanding or grasp of clarity on these things, how could you assess that they are permanently definite when they did not exist as a form of expression in those times? See, this is where when someone rewrites your language, they have the option of redefining your reality for you. This is what you have to be careful of. Language, when coupled with definitions, have the ability to redefine your reality that you are perceiving. This is why they try to force people to speak a language that they have already designed, because there's a psychological effect involved with it. It's a way of programming. How do you program computers and devices? By uses of language. What is that language? Zeros and ones. What is programmed into those zeros and ones and different sequences of those zeros and ones? What are they programmed to believe or be defined as? See, something that is intelligent can bypass this, but something that is not intelligent will be bound by these things. And this is why they want to try and reduce intelligence. But you cannot reduce intelligence. Intelligence exists before even physical or non-physical things. Intelligence exists even before programs, definitions, language. So the usage of these things to try to hold someone down will always fail. This is why I'm smiling and I'm telling you, you don't have to fear. You just have to remember who and what you truly are and not forget. And when you do forget, or if you do forget, remember again. All is always well. All is always good because you are the source And if you are the source, you have the power to say it is so, and it is so. This is why you do not live in fear. Because fear came from you. You did not come from it. Fear came from you. You did not come from fear. Fear is a subordinate of yours. You are not a subordinate of fear. I can keep going on, but there's not enough memory or time. I just want to encourage you. Remember, all things that are used against you, you are the source origin, and even the raw materials that were used to create these things, you have the power to manipulate. Remember, whether they're poisons, toxins, chemicals, DNA, programmings, manipulations, quantum computers, all of these things, intelligence, programs, definitions, languages, whatever you can think of, whatever any of your enemies or so-called enemies can think of. It cannot bind you or hold you or even get rid of you. It cannot contest with you, because you are the origin of the very things that was used to create even that.